Hi everybody and welcome to the channel. I'm Don Singletary and today I got a couple of live trades for you, but first I want to show you why I choose Tastyworks to both trade and recommend on the channel. It's all because really they have a click it, see it, trade it thing. They got everything on one page you need. You can use the chart tabs or take a look at your position with a position tab. And over here in the green rectangle on the left are my 4 Micro E-minis. And I only have to do is click on which one of the 4 that I want to see a chart, and it automatically appears in the chart screen on the right hand side. Now let's go back to the DJIA for a moment. What about you want to place a trade? Well, you just simply hit the bid price of the Micro E-mini you want to trade, and that's how you go short. Just hit the bid price to go short. Now you can do it in 2 places. Over here in the watch list on the left, and also up top there you see on the bid price will also allow you to short the contract up there. So you have 2 places at all times you'll be able to trade on that. To be able to buy a contract, you just hit the ask button. And when you hit the ask, either from the watch list of the Micro E-minis, or you can go up top and use the ask price on the top of the screen. Both of those are live trades, of course, and that will enable you to buy. And it's really as simple as that. Sell, click the bid. To buy, click the ask. And I'll do that one more time. Bid is sell, ask is buy. And that is the simple see it, click it, trade it you get with Tastyworks. Whatever software you choose, trading Micro E-minis is really a lot of fun. If you are beginning, everybody likes to go to the software they know and they are already comfortable with. I can appreciate that. But especially for beginners, and there are a lot of people who switch over to Tastyworks from other software programs, just simply because it is so easy to learn, and you can see the great graphics all over the channel here. So give it a try. I think you might like it. And I need your help. Hit the like button if you want to see more videos like the one you're watching now. That feedback helps me make the videos that you need to see. I appreciate that. In today's featured live trade, we're going to be giving you an orientation of a screen here if you're new to the channel. I use the same setup all the time because it makes the viewers to the channel here, it makes them easier to learn. You don't see something every time you turn up a new video. I use the same layout, or the custom grid, so to speak. Now, over on the left, and I don't talk about this often, but and when I make a video, I zero in on either the position screen or the chart screen so you can see it better in the video. But what you may not think of is that I see this watch list on the left there with the 4 Micro E-minis. That's in my plain view at all times during the trades. And the reason I do that is it's kind of like my instrument panel to help me fly through the storm here. I watch all 4 of the Micro E-minis because they do have different characteristics. You could think of them as different personalities if it helps you understand it better. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, that's the big index that we're all very familiar with those 30 large cap stocks. Now the M2K is on the other end of that same spectrum. It's 2,000 different stocks, the Russell 2000, and they're smaller cap stocks. But because you have 2,000 stocks instead of 30, the Russell 2000 is not as volatile as the DJIA and the other Micro E-minis. And that's because it's more of a large, slow-moving index with 2,000 stocks in it. The MNQ is the NASDAQ100. Now, what's unique about the MNQ or NASDAQ100 is that you think of that as the tech stocks. And the reason for that is it is not allowed that any of the NASDAQ100 stocks are financials, no banks and stocks like that. Therefore, we think of the NASDAQ100, the MNQ, as the tech stocks. And then there's the granddaddy of them all. The very first equity stock index futures was the S&P500 in 1982. It's evolved quite a bit since then. The S&P500 are 500 big cap, well-known stocks for the most part, and it's one of the key averages to keep your eye on during all trading. On the channel, I emphasize always be obsessed with how much risk you're taking in a trade. Of course, our objective is to reduce that amount of risk. And in today's live trade, I have a frozen screen up for the moment. I want to do the setup for you so you can understand how it goes. Be obsessed with avoiding risk rather than how much money you're going to make, and you might last as a trader, because this is risky stuff, and you must learn rule number one, which is to protect your assets, your account balance. Now, what I'm going to do in this trade today is I'm going to short two of the DJIA Micro E-minis. That's the Dow 30 Micro E-minis. And they're 50 cents a point each, and I'm shorting two, so it's going to be $1 per point. I like to use two because it's much easier. You don't even have to do the math as you go along. 1 point, $1. Now, what I did here, this trade is already in progress at about 1:54 p.m. on December 7th. Now, earlier in the day, and you can see this on the chart, there was some opportunity to make some money, and I did. But I picked out this trade to show you today because I want to talk about avoiding risk, of course. And that's the thing we must learn in order to be able to last. So what I'm going to do is show you what I call the free trade. And of course, you and I both know there's no free lunch, no free trade. But there is such a thing as getting into a trade and putting a stop loss order on the trade so that you won't be able to lose any money no matter what happens from that point on. And that is what I call a free trade. Now, I admit there's no such thing as a free trade, but this is as close as you'll get to it. So let me show you how this is going to go. I shorted the two Micro E-minis at 154 at a price of 30,015, and this chart takes you out to a time now of 218. Each candlestick, you recall, is 5 minutes wide. Now at 218, the market is trading down at 30,000, so I'm about $15 up in the trade. And let me show you what I did next to turn this into a free trade. Now I click the Positions tab on my Tastyworks platform, and here I have everything going on about a current trade. On the Positions tab, you can switch back and forth with one click from the Positions tab to the Chart tab, and then back again at any time you wish during the trade. So let's review what everything we see on the Positions tab about this particular trade. You can see I placed the trade, short two contracts, at 30,015. Right here is the current price that's trading, 29,997, and up here, the amount I'm ahead, $18 on the trade. Now the two green boxes below are a working order. I have two trade orders in at once, and they're called a one cancels the other. One is a stop loss right here, and the other is a target price right here. The stop loss order has a trigger price of 30,010. If that price trades, your order becomes a market order. It's called a stop market order. The target price is a limit order, and it will trade only at that price. So in this trade, the worst thing can happen now is I get stopped out at 30,010 and I make $5. My hope is that the market would move on down closer to the target price, which is quite a bit away. We're trading 29,997 now, so if I got a target price of 29,500, I would make like $515 on the trade. I never expected this trade to yield that kind of money. I just put in a target price way off there so I wouldn't have to worry about it, and I wanted to see what this trade was going to do. I was hoping, of course, and hope is not a strategy, that the market would go on down. But I was able to hold on to the trade and with no worries because I had my stop loss order in. So I know the worst thing can happen is I make $5. Actually, the worst thing could happen was I would lose most of the $18 and only make $5. but that's semantics, I suppose. Now, if you're a beginner, all of these terms and things are probably making your head spin, but not to worry. I have 2 4-video playlists down below. They're called the Beginner's Playlist. They're marked in the text below this video. You can go down and get some of the basics there and kind of catch up. And for the rest of you, thanks for riding along with this trade today. I got stopped out. Let me show you how that happened. Well, what did happen, and you can thank me, the trade was 29 minutes long. I thought that was too long, so I made an executive decision to trim this thing down rather than bore us all to death here. But you can see down there the MACD, the green line's turning up to the red line. This trade is just out of steam, and what happened was the price goes right up there, and I get stopped out at the 30,010 points and make a whopping sum of $5. Be sure and subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified of the new videos we put up each week. And thank you. You know, one of the things I get asked most about the channel is it about making $5? Well, certainly not. It isn't. The purpose of this channel is to teach people to day trade the stock index futures, and we do it by using the new micro, smaller, 1/10 size, more affordable contracts. That's what we do here on the channel, and that's all we do. And you won't see thousands of dollars made in the trades on this channel because we use a low number of the micro contracts to keep this a very affordable thing to learn. And before they did that, you were trading at $50 a point, and it could get very expensive. It might you might lose thousands of dollars trying to learn how to trade. So we try and keep that down and get you aimed in the right direction so you can learn about rule number 1, which is protecting your assets, and rule number 2 is never forgetting rule number 1. If you like the channel here, please tell me. Now, I use the like button for something a little different. When you hit the like button on this channel, it says, yes, I want to see more videos like the one I saw today. And I tally those up, and it helps me determine what subjects to put in the videos so I can make more videos that will help you learn to trade. So hit the like button if you want to see more videos like this one. I would appreciate it. The whole channel, with over 60 videos now, is brought to you by my book. I use the proceeds from that to keep the channel open here, and I appreciate your support on that. Look for the book link below. You can go to the Amazon page for the book and take a look inside and see the table of contents. There's a great chapter in there on trading psychology too, which is very important. And don't forget, if you're a beginner, look for the beginner playlist below. And the Tastyworks software that I use on the channel, there's a link for that too. You can get more information at the broker link below. I'm Don Singletary. Thanks for being here today. I hope every day is a payday for you. And thank you.